Oh, great.
And we are live. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Conversations with the Love Crusader. Oh, we've been waiting for this day, and we thank God that the day is finally here. That we have prayed and asked for, and God has preserved us to see today. Thank you so much for connecting with us. Yeah, whatever platform that you are connecting. Um, if you were there at our Facebook, we are live on LinkedIn. We are also live on YouTube. On YouTube, it's at Men Fences TV. On Facebook, it is at Men Fences. Connect whichever platform that is convenient for you. Please connect. We are live now. We are live now. Welcome. I have two great people here with me this evening. I promised you it's going to be powerful. It's going to be a very nice conversation. You'll be happy you connected with us. We are going to be very, very down to earth and these are two great people that you would love to hear again and again. Um, so yes, I'll give them opportunity to introduce themselves. They are humble children of God from what I know, but I allow them to introduce themselves. Before
Um,
I'll tell you a little of what I know about the both of them. So ladies first, Titi Layo, true love expression. You want to introduce yourself?
Man first this time, so let's go with the man first.
Hello, just say hello to our viewers.
Let's go with the man first.
Let's go with the man first. Are you shy?
No, yes, I'm sorry. No, I'm shy, so let's go with him first.
Okay, Emmanuel, you want to introduce yourself?
well, hello everyone. My name is Emmanuel Obayoje. I'm actually Mama C's younger brother. Growing up, right from time, she was the one providing those insights into love affairs whenever I had questions. So it's really an honor to be on this platform. Hopefully, we would all be blessed by our communication with one another. From a I don't know professional background, I'm a medical doctor by training, but I love God, and God is the center of my life, and that's where I draw everything I believe in from. So if as we go along, hopefully we can enjoy discussing about the principles that are connected with the Word of God as it relates to the topic at hand today. It's a pleasure being here. Thank you for having me, Mama C.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, now Titilayo can be comfortable. I hope to introduce herself.
Thank you so much, Mama, for having me here. My name is Titi Layo Israel, and I'm very passionate about relationships and marriages. I believe that everybody that finds themselves in a relationship or
And
marriage
we
should
are
have
live. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone.
everybody that finds themselves in a relationship or
And
marriage.
we
Can
go
I
on.
go? Okay. By profession, I'm a pharmacist by training, and a relationship and marriage guide by calling.
Okay. I'm going to add some salt and pepper to the introduction because, like I said, they are humble children of God. So they are trying to be very, very humble on this platform. Titilayo is a wife. She is a mother, mother of two great kids. She is a pharmacist by profession. She is also the CEO of True Love Expressions. She has passion for love, for relationships, for marriages. So we are connected in that. We have that kin spirit. It is our desire that everyone will enjoy their marriage, their relationships, as long as we are here on earth. So that's why our spirit is
Absolutely.
very, very, very knotted together. And okay, let me not go more than that. But we've been friends for years with Titi Lion. Her husband was actually my best man. So you can know that the connection goes very, very far, very, very far. Welcome, Titila. I'm so, so happy that you're here for this very first edition of Conversations with the Love Crusader. And my own personal brother, Dr. Emmanuel Obayoje. He is a medical doctor by profession. So growing up, we used to call Emmanuel the woodpecker. Woodpecker. Because he
Uh,
was always very affectionate, always loving, always hugging. So, yes, he would say, I'm a pointer to love, but he also was always that very, very loving person. I used to always say, oh, whoever marries Emmanuel will be very lucky because he was, a very sweet young man growing up. He's still a sweet man. And he's a father of two boys. He's married and a
yeah.
father of two boys. And he's coming all the way from Canada. In case you don't know, Emmanuel is in Canada and Titilayo is in Nigeria. So this is truly an international platform. We are connected here internationally. All right, let's try to get into the topic so we can do a bit of justice to it before our time runs out. Um, Titilayo, I know you're very soft spoken, but for the sake of our viewers, they are going to need to really speak out. I know you talk very gently, you're not like me,
That's the
but
first
you will need to help us speak out so our viewers can really, really get you. Okay, so today we're talking about love and giving. Love and giving. Everything we'll be talking about on this platform, like I have said in our introductory video, is going to be about love and life and relationships. So, um, by way of a background, what is love to you? Titi, what's love to you?
That's a $1 million question. But if someone were to ask me, I'll say that love is a verb. You know, I'll say that love is an action verb because there's no love without giving. You know, for God so loved the world that He gave. He gave. That's how we know He loved us or He loves us. So I would, in short terms, I would say love is a verb, is an action word.
Okay, Dr. Sebo Emmanuel, what is love to you?
Well, I guess there are many definitions. So, but in simple terms, I would say love is a deep affection that one has towards another person that propels the person to either give or want to do what is in the best interest of the other. That's perhaps in a simple form, I think.
I like the best interest. I like Titi's definition of a verb. And we're going to elaborate more on all of that. I don't want to preempt anything in the conversation because I want us to really deal with it. Now, people have said that love is a feeling. Love is a feeling. And we all know that feelings come and go. And I think this is the reason why people talk about falling in love and falling out of love. So, what do you think? Is love a feeling?
Oh,
Who wants to
if
go?
you
Well,
say, okay, go ahead,
Go
Emmanuel.
on,
well,
doctor.
I was going to say, within the context of human relations, yes, love can be defined as a feeling that you have. But of course, we don't only have relationship between just humans. There is a relationship with God, for example. So yes, it can be defined or classified as a feeling that you have. Or how do I? Another way of saying it is impossible to have love for another human being without having any kind of feelings towards that person. That may help
Okay, so
classify.
you're saying love and feelings go together.
Definitely, feeling is within the confines of love as far as human relationships are concerned.
All right, what do you think, Titi?
I agree with Emmanuel. I agree that yes, feeling is part of it, but um, just like most things, don't stand in isolation, and that's one of the problems that we have. Most of the times, people take things in isolation. You know, so when people are arguing stuff, especially when they want it to suit them, they say things like, "And what if A, B, C, D?" You know, they take things in isolation and say, "Okay, what of this single particular thing?" You know, so if you take feeling in isolation and say it is love, you might be missing it. You know, so we can say yes, love. That feeling is part of love. It's an expression, and love has different expressions. So we can say that feeling is a type of expression of love. So yeah,
You can see where her name
love.
came from. True love expression. Love has different
Yeah.
kind of expression. I like that.
So we can say yes, part of the expressions of love, part of the expressions of love is feelings. Again, you cannot take feeling in isolation. You would you would miss the mark greatly. You know. So
Okay. Okay, let me not sit on the elaboration about love alone. Let's dig into the topic, and one of these days we'll talk about this love and feelings.
Mm,
There's a whole lot to talk about love. That's why this is a conversation about love. So everything you're going to be hearing here, people, you don't want to miss any of this edition. Every Sunday we're going to be here. You want to invite your friends and tell everyone something good is happening. Okay. All right. So now let's bring giving. Titi already made a statement, which is, I think, a universally known fact, but whether it is acceptable universally is what I cannot say. And that is, she said, there is no love without giving. Do we agree there's no love without giving?
mm.
I agree. Even though I'm the one that's
Yes, go on because you
I'm
said it. Defend yourself.
not to defend.
So go on,
Certainly.
I
Titi,
agree.
tell us, what do you mean when you say there's no love without giving?
Okay, I should defend myself right away, right?
Yes, defend yourself.
Because yeah, because if you are going to start talking about love, there's no how you spend 1 minute and not mention either giving of yourself, of your time, of your intellect, So giving is in different forms. So most times when we talk about giving, maybe people think in terms of money or it's about giving all of yourself, depending on the kind of level of love we're talking about, maybe friendship level. But whether it's friendship or relationship between a man and a woman or relationship between you and your boss in the office, there is some level of giving when love comes in all the time. So
Mm.
you can't tell me you love me and you're not giving me. You're either giving of yourself, you're giving you have so that's how I know that you love me because you are giving something. You're giving your time. When I start thinking, you need to be I love you because you're giving your emotion, your intellect. You have to do something. So love goes together. So love, when I think of love, I think yeah,
Okay. Dr. Sebochi said love grows with giving. We must give something, whether it is
you have
money.
to.
Yeah,
If you don't give something, you are not loving.
you
That
are
is
not
my
loving. Bam. Okay, Dr. Sebo, what do you think? What do you think, Emmanuel? Dr. Emmanuel, can you hear me? So, what do you think? Do you agree with Titi?
Well, um,
Uh,
certainly, I agree with her. I agree with her that, the very foundation of love is giving, with love giving. So there is no love in and of itself is not an isolated thing that just exists. It's something that is expressed at all time, and the channel through which love is expressed is by giving. And of course, giving can now be classified into so many different forms or actions, but definitely giving is within every place where you find an expression of love or love in and of itself. Definitely, I agree on that.
Okay, so it's not possible for me to love someone and not
Yes,
give. Is that the conclusion?
exactly. It's not possible to love. So most people that say he loves me or she loves me and he's not giving, he's just taking and taking. That's your clue right there that there's no love in this thing. If he's just taking and taking from you and he's not giving, then that's your clue right
Okay, now you have brought another angle that
there.
you know, I also hear people talk about. They say love is give and take. So how do we marry that? I have agreed with you that there's no love without giving. Um, you can actually give without love, but you can't love without giving. That's not my quote.
Right.
That's actually
That's
Robert
correct.
Stevenson's quote. Robert Stevenson said, you can give without love, maybe give just for the show
True.
of it, maybe give out of
Right.
obligation, maybe give just because
Right.
you want to, or you're forced, you don't have any other option, you have to give. However, it's not possible to love without giving. So if there's one thing that we have established now, that is the fact
Hmm.
that love and giving are husband and wife. They are one and the same. Okay, so but now
Hmm.
let's talk about loving in giving and taking, because Titi just mentioned something about some people just being takers in a relationship. And I want our viewers to understand that as we're talking about love and we're talking about relationship, it's not just the marital relationship. We're talking about how you relate with your brother, with your sister, with your colleagues at work. Everyone that you come in contact with, you have some form of relationship because you are relating with this person. So you have some form of relationship with them. So in this relationship and in the love situationship, if there's any English like that, people have said that there is giving and taking. So how do we marry this in the relationship? Yes, Titi.
Just like you're saying now that in a relationship, relating is going on. Relating is going on. And that the form of that relating is in that giving and taking. As a matter of fact, for the love relationship to be viable, there has to be giving and taking. That's why I say love is a word. It's an action, it's an alive word, it's a doing word. You know. So if that giving and taking is not there, it is not balanced. If that giving and taking is not there, something is wrong. That love is faulty. You know, I know that a lot of people still think like God loves us unconditionally. So yeah, I understand unconditional love. But even God, He loves us so much unconditionally, but He expects certain things from us. If not, there won't be heaven and there won't be hell. You know, and we know the people that hell is meant for. You know, so but that love and giving and taking is what causes that balance in the relationship. So giving and taking, you giving is as important as taking, so you have to learn to give and have to learn to receive too. If not, if you don't learn to receive, it is not balanced. It is not balanced. So giving and taking happening in that love relationship, that love triangle, tells us that there's a balance going on, and that's true love.
Hmm. Giving and taking happening in relationship tells us that there's a balance. So it means, I'm going to come to you, Dr. Sababo. It means that it is possible to actually give and it will not be received.
Yeah.
It's possible to give and the giving or the gift is not received. It's not
Oh,
taken.
yeah,
Okay, Doctor,
definitely.
what do you think? I think your network is hanging a bit, but can you hear us, Dr. Sabo? I keep calling
Yes,
you
I
Dr.
can.
Sabo.
I
I'm
can
not
hear you.
calling you Emmanuel.
Yeah, just Emmanuel. Yeah. So those.
All right, go
um,
on.
So I can hear you, and I think the first thing I want to say is I think there's a difference between taking and receiving.
Okay.
So to receive is a more passive form than to take. Taking has to do with, well, I say demanding your rights and expecting, setting an expectation of what must happen. And within the confine of a healthy love relationship, a lot of the time the individuals in the relationship, they would give spontaneously out of love, and it will not need to be demanded. It will not be something that you're taking by force. When something is being taken by force, at least that's the way that word comes across to me, or that expression, then it's no longer love. It's now one demanding their rights. But if we talk about receiving, yes, receiving is a vital part of the exchange that happens in any relationship where there is love. Because it's one thing to say, because I love you, I give something to you, but it's another thing for you to receive my love because you love me too. Although, in the words of Jesus, it is more blessed to give than to receive. Uh, so I still believe that if you keep on giving, as long as you're doing it from a place of love, if you don't feel that your love is being reciprocated, yes, there is avenue for improvement or to have a conversation. But once we start making demand and say, I'm going to take it by force because I love you, then that opens up room for, well, I say, unhealthy expressions of love.
You know, when we started, Titi was quoting for us John chapter 3, verse 16. One of the most popular, most common verse, in the Bible. And it says, For God so loved the world that he gave. So
Right.
because he so loved the world, he gave. However, the big part of that verse says that whosoever does what? So that is the receiving aspect.
Mhm.
God has given us because he loved. What did he give us? His only begotten son,
Mhm.
a way out to be saved, you know, a door. He's opened the door to say, Come to me, you know. But now it takes whosoever will believe to be saved.
Exactly.
So
And that
that
in and of itself.
whosoever will
Right.
believe will not perish but have eternal life. And
Okay.
that is the receiving. So
Exactly.
this door is open, but you need to come in. You need to take
Right.
the action because sometimes what we see in relationship, and this is very, very tiring for us as humans, is when you have one person who is constantly giving.
Honestly,
You
yes.
know,
Oh,
when it's one way, one sided. One person is always giving, one person is always giving, and then the other person is a receiver. Like Dr. Emmanuel said, it's a receiver. However, I call such people takers because I believe that receiver will also give back. A receiver will also take the action, and the action that the receiver takes is to accept the love and reciprocate it. That is why you still need to come and confess. People think, well, salvation is free, yes. Jesus has done it all,
Hmm.
yes. There's nothing else for you to do, yes. It's a finished package, yes. However, you have to confess with your mouth and believe in your heart. You get what I mean? So even with God, it's not a finality. There has to still be the you come and I come. The difference is that God came to us before we came to him. Okay. Now I think I'm beginning to go into another theory that is getting too difficult for some people.
understand how you are trying to establish that there has to be that giving and receiving.
Yes.
I get that there has to be that giving and receiving, and
Hmm.
I cannot emphasize that tiring aspect of when it is just one person that is giving and that's why I said If that happen, that's why I said that giving and receiving is like the balance. So if one person is just giving and giving, then there's an error somewhere. If one person is just receiving and receiving, and one of the mistakes most people make is you just say that that's the way you are. That is not the way you are. Oh. We can learn. So, and I didn't blame people because there are people that don't know how to give, and it's not their fault. There are people that don't know how to receive. It would amaze you. Some people just don't know how to receive, and it's not their fault. Sometimes we are just the way we are. We don't. We just found ourselves this way, and that's fine. It's not your fault. Sorry. The problem begins to arise when you begin to tell yourself you can't do anything about it. Listen, there's nothing we cannot learn. So long
Exactly.
as you understand that this thing is important, this thing is necessary, then you can learn to give.
God
You
bless you.
can learn
I
to
love that statement you just made now. Go on.
and be telling us that's the way I am. I can't. No, 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 no. We should have gone past that level of that's the way I am. We are now at the level of is this what is necessary? Is this the true definition of love? Then let's go for it. You know. So
Comment, your
that's
comment, Dr. Sebo. That's fantastic. I truly, truly agree with you that many people come to that conclusion of, oh, this is who I am. So this is who I am.
mm, manage me like this. That's just no, 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 no. We're not
But
managing.
we can
Bitter.
evolve. We can
Yes,
evolve. We are not
we are
static.
learning.
Yes.
Yes, we all
It is
do these things.
it is often
So
said that once you stop learning, you are dead. You die the day you stop learning.
true.
So it's possible that you were not brought up in an environment of love, or you were brought up in a warped, let me use that word, a warped environment of love, where the
Yeah,
the real picture, the true picture of love,
was not
um,
me. Yeah,
yes. But as we grow, as we go through the journey of life, it's beholding on us to evolve, to learn
that's
how to do things better. There are some people who are not graceful receivers. And I say this with all humility. It takes grace to be a good receiver. Have you ever heard of relationships where the one person is never satisfied,
yeah. It's true. It's true.
never happy? It doesn't matter whether you
Mm-hmm.
are cutting your blood and giving to them. So if someone is in that kind of relationship, what can we do, Dr. Sebo? What do you have as advice for this person? Because there's someone out there who's tired of giving. I'm telling you. Even
Yes,
as we are
absolutely.
talking, there's someone who is saying, oh, Mama C, Pastor C, Love Crusader, I understand you, and I've always been a giver, but I'm tired. People have taken my
Mm,
love for granted. People
Mm,
have trampled on my giving. People have,
mhm.
they've really, really hurt me because I am the one who gives. And they are tired because they've met people who are not graceful receivers. What do we do in this situation?
Well, first things first is don't give up. All right. So just if you're giving from a place of love, so to the person that keeps giving and feels like there is the love or the giving, what is given is not received. First is be encouraged. Don't give up. You're doing the right thing, and beyond this world, you have a reward that is definitely in heaven. You have something good in store for you. For the person that does not know how to receive, it's actually a challenge because I think Antiti mentioned something that I think is very crucial. It's one thing to say somebody should it's good to receive. It's another thing to determine within yourself if you're a good receiver. Some people may just feel, oh, I'm good, I'm fine. And until they actually see themselves for who they really are, then you can't change what is not revealed or known. That's the way to put it. So the
Exactly.
person that is not a great receiver, if you keep getting feedback from your loved ones about there's nothing I do that pleases you, I think at that point you begin to have self-examination. You need to pause within yourself in your private space and ask yourself basic questions of why does this person feel everything they do, I don't seem to appreciate or receive or understand it, or it doesn't seem to matter to me. You need to have self-examination. And then from self-examination, you can have self-revelation, and then perhaps we can start making modifications. But just throwing a bunch of to-dos or what you can do about it, the person may just be doing it out of a sense of obligation as opposed to a deep understanding of the meaning and the importance and effect of what they should do in terms of how to receive from the one who gives love. That's what I'd say to that. It really boils down to changing that comes from within, which only happens with self-realization.
Mm. Okay. So doctor is bringing one big grammar now. Self-realization. I don't want to go down that path today because that is
I
a
think I
big,
him. I partly agree with him. But
yes.
if you the receiving end where you keep on giving and giving and you are the only one giving and the other person is not giving back, I think you should wake up. Oh, that's what I would say. Because the children of this world are wiser than the children of the kingdom. You have to start giving with sense. Yes, I agree that you need to look at yourself and do some self examination, which is part of the learning process. I think that if you find yourself in the position where people are always taking your love for granted, then there's a lot of growing that you need to do. You need to ask yourself, why is this happening? And you need to start thinking. You need to start thinking of how to be giving smartly, because because at the end of the day you find yourself in a situation where people will just keep trampling upon you and you keep saying that's why at the end of the day the nice girls get the bad boys. The nice
Ah, keeping it
That's why at
real.
the end of
Tell us.
Isn't that just opposites attract?
no, it's not just opposite attract. The supposedly innocent girls that you think they're supposed to have the best lives at the end of the day, they are the ones that get hurt the most because they are so innocent, they are too good for this world, they don't understand the other side. So you need to start understanding that your love is worthy of being received. When you are giving, it should be received. That you deserve to receive love back in return. You should understand your worth. You should understand that and and remind yourself that this thing that is happening is an error. This thing that is happening, it is not normal. You know, so when you understand that the thing is not normal, then you start finding a way to protect yourself. Because if you keep putting yourself out there all the time, you keep hurting yourself. You keep hurting yourself, and it's just a matter. You're a human being, just a matter of time before you break down. There's so much that you can take within a certain amount of time. So I'll say, love smartly, give smartly. Don't just keep giving and giving and giving. I'm not saying you should stop giving. I'm saying begin to understand the reason why these things are happening. Understand the trends that is happening in your life. If you keep giving people all the time and they keep trampling on you, something is wrong somewhere. Find out what it is that is wrong. It's possible that you're even doing something you are giving wrongly. Find out the reason why that is happening and deal with the basic issue. That's what I mean by learn to give smartly.
I like the way Titi keeps bringing me into what I want to talk about next. So she keeps making statements that brings me into what I want to say next. I'm loving this conversation. By the way, viewers, if you have a question, you can leave your comment in the chat box and we will deal with your question as much as we can. Um, um, yeah, I see that Dr. Emmanuel is having a bit of network challenge. Hopefully, he can come back. So you just mentioned the fact that someone could be giving wrongly. So can
Yeah.
giving ever be wrong?
Oh
If yes,
yeah.
what can make it wrong? What can make giving wrong?
Okay. So, like you mentioned earlier, we're not just talking about the relationship between a man and a woman, right? Talking
Yes.
about relationship between sisters, um, daughter, parents, children, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
imagine a scenario where your kid is in the wrong and you keep giving. He's a small child, he does not really understand, You keep giving, and because you say you love, out of love, right? You keep giving, and okay, sorry. Okay, so you keep giving and you think you are doing the right thing. You think you're in the right, you know, but you don't know that you're actually in the wrong. You don't know that you are the one that is fanning that wrong act or that wrong behavior of your child or of your friend, You are the one that is I don't know the word to use. You are the one that is leading them on, so to speak. You are encouraging that bad behavior. But you think you are giving, you think you are being nice. So at some point you have to tell yourself, I have to do something differently. That's what I meant by loving smartly. I have to do something differently. I can't continue to keep giving and keep giving and keep giving. There's an analogy I use sometimes, relationship between a man and a woman. I had a program some time ago and I was talking about this thing, and it didn't go down well with some people, where the guy is the one that cannot handle financial situations well, and the woman is a very good financial manager. you know each time the man gets wind of the fact that this woman has some money, some little extra change, he starts coming up with ideas. That's when he'll start thinking, I have this plan here, I have this dream there. Then he squanders all the money. Once the woman's money finishes, they go back to square one. In that kind of situation, you can't keep giving this guy, you can't keep doing that. You are destroying yourself and you are destroying this guy. You are encouraging him to keep on doing what he's doing. So, what do you do in that situation? You can't keep saying, okay, I'll keep giving you. You've given him. That's why I said, check the trend. Look at the pattern. I've given you one time, you squander the money, you spend it on what you want to use to do, and we can't nothing to pay for it. I've given you second time, I've given you the third time. After a while, you have to sit down and ask yourself, I don't think I'll be giving you this money again. No. I don't even think I'll be informing you for now until you treat whatever it is that is issues that you are battling, you
Hmm.
know saying you should lie about the situation, but I'm saying sometimes it's necessary for you to withhold information temporarily, pending when this person solves his or her own issues. If not, it will bring both you and the entire family to ruin. So that's what I mean. Sometimes you can be given wrongly. You think you're doing the right thing because you've been taught. That's what we've been taught. Be open with your partner. Everything you have is mine. Everything I have is yours. But now everything you have is mine, causing problems for you.
It's causing problem. Brother
Yes,
is destroying everything.
it's destroying everything. Or it might not even be the brother. It might be the.
The sister, yeah.
Once you know
Yeah.
the husband has money like this, she wants to buy the latest bag. She wants to buy the latest this. She wants to travel to Dubai. Come on now. Come on now. After a while, he won't tell you everything because he knows that the way this girl is going, she will destroy my life. So
Mm.
he will withhold information from you temporarily, pending when you're able to get your financial acts together.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think I agree with you. Hey, hey, let's go there, doctor.
I meant by learn to love smartly or learn to
Smartly.
give
Yes, yes. Somebody, Sarah
men and
Sarah
women.
Bello has commented, and she's saying it's negative reinforcement.
Thank you, my sister. Negative
She says
reinforcement. Maybe
she says
that's the
it's
word I've been.
negative reinforcement when you keep giving and giving, and the person is abusing the giving, and you keep giving. So, Dr. Emmanuel, we are trying to answer the question: can giving be wrong? Can you hear me? Can giving be wrong? That's the
That's a
question
great
we're trying
question.
to answer.
I can hear you. I think the question is, can giving be wrong?
Yes.
Um, I so it's possible to give from a good place, but the timing is wrong. So even the Bible talks about, there's a time for everything. There's a time to give and there's a time to receive.
To To refrain
Oh,
from giving. Oh,
I've
this
lost it.
network is not, it's not helping me today. Okay. These are things that happen with how do you call them? Technology. Forgive us, people. Technology is not being friendly from. I don't know whether it is snows are blocking the waves. Let's try. Yeah.
Okay, I think he's back. Oh,
Yes. Are you back?
Yeah, I think so. Well, thank you. Not
Is it
sure what's going on with
snowing?
that.
Is the snow blocking our internet connection?
I'm not even sure. I'm not sure, but what I was saying is there's a time for everything. Of course, the Bible teaches about love, teaches about wisdom, about giving, but it also teaches about wisdom. And wisdom is profitable to direct. And
Exactly.
just because we say, oh, yes, you should give, you should express love in terms of giving, or you should express love in terms of receiving, doesn't mean you should be a fool. You know, Bible says we should be wise. We should walk circumspectly. Really, really precise words in how we should do things. So, if you keep giving, let's put it this way: the most lavishly given love is the love of God, right? But even then, the Bible talks about shall we continue to sing that grace may abide? It uses a strong expression, God forbid, is really strong. You don't see that often in scriptures. And
Yeah.
the reason being, even God wouldn't allow you take his love for granted, though he gives it freely.
Yes.
He doesn't allow you to take it for granted. So if you keep giving, and your love is being taken for granted, it's being abused, then you ought to pause and then you need to rethink how you give and what you give. See, I believe that love, and when we say giving, discipline is one of the things you give. It's just, we've said there's so many things you can give. Sometimes you need to bring discipline into your love life, and whether that is intimate
Uh-huh.
relationships or just general, there needs to be discipline within the confines of that love where okay, this is going too far. Let's put a boundary here. Let's set the right precedence. You won't ask us to go somewhere and then I'll get there and you don't show up at all the whole day, and then we'll do that again tomorrow, we'll do that again next week. No, no, something has to stop somewhere. Somebody needs to respect my time. Somebody needs to respect my dignity and not treat me like trash because you know I'll always be there. No, no. So, and that's I think what Sister Titi was emphasizing. There needs to be wisdom, the application of wisdom. And if your love is being abused, you need to hold that love until the person understands the importance and the meaning, the beauty, the goodness of your love, and then you can give it freely again. But even the love of God is not to be abused. So I totally agree with you on that.
exactly.
Thank you. Thank you so so much. So love, um we talk about love and giving. We've said that there's no love without giving. And this topic is going to be on for a long time because there are so many aspects to it. We have laid a good foundation today as far as I'm concerned. uh there's the aspect of what can I give if I
Hmm.
say I love. Titi was trying to scratch it a bit, talking about it's not just about money. So what can I give? And in talking about what we can give, we will talk about meeting the need of someone, meeting the need of the other person through your giving, because
Excellent.
giving can become selfish.
Hmm. Giving with
Ah,
an agenda,
paradox.
giving with an agenda, with an end game in
Yes,
mind.
yes. So I'm
Hmm.
giving you because I'm expecting something back. I'm
Yeah,
giving you because I'm expecting to pay me in the near future. And when I don't do that, you want to remind me that, but I gave you. See, wahala has come. Oh.
exactly.
Yeah.
So something was tied to that giving that you were giving in the first place. Hmm.
So, and especially in the marital
Okay.
boat,
I
sometimes
get.
you see this is why it looks like one person is giving and giving and giving, and the other person seems not to appreciate it. Maybe you are not actually giving to meet that person's need. Um, Yes, I'll give you an example. Sometimes,
Right.
okay, for example, drawing from the five love languages, there are some people who like gifts. Just this morning, no, yesterday,
Right.
I mean, at work, I was speaking with a colleague. We're just chatting about Valentine. By the way, Valentine is tomorrow. Every day is Valentine for us because God is love and He dwells in us. Every day is Valentine for us. But anyways, I'm happy that there's a special day that has been marked for love. And I know that some people would abuse the day, but as far as I'm concerned, as far as love is tagged on it, then why not? It's worth celebrating. That's not my gist. So we were talking about Valentine, and then this man among us, we were three women and a guy, and the guy among us was like, I always get it wrong. I never know how to buy a gift for my wife. I don't know I don't even know what she would ever like. And I said to him, buy flowers. I think every lady likes flowers, flowers, chocolate. And the other woman was like, flowers. What am I going to
I
do with
tell you,
flowers?
I was just thinking like that now, like, hmm, flower.
So she was like, what am I doing with flowers? No, please, so nobody should buy me flowers. I'm not interested in any flower. Give me money, money. And she was doing her hand like this. So there's a whole lot that that is encompassed in love and giving. So for that woman, for example, who says, give me money, even if her husband goes to buy £100 worth of flowers, you see, it's not going to make sense to her. And he's going to say, oh, she's an ungrateful woman. Do you get it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's an ungrateful woman. I do everything for her, but she's not grateful. But actually, you have not given rightly because your giving has not met her needs. Okay, okay. I'm going to let us go. I'm going to let us go because, like I said, we cannot finish dealing with this topic today. We are going to come on next Sunday. We are going to continue with love and giving. And I'm going to have another wonderful set of people here coming to talk about it. Um, we'll talk about all these other aspects I've just told you about now. Giving to meet the need of the other person, giving rightly. Let's use that word.
Right.
Giving rightly, giving the right gift. Sometimes all she needs is your attention. Sometimes all she needs is uh is a hug. Have you heard the story of
Some,
the woman? Yeah.
sometimes all he needs is your support.
All he needs is support. Yes. Sometimes all he needs is praise. Just praise him. Tell him how handsome he's looking today. And he will go to the office flying and making that money that you want him to make. Yeah.
Please
All
agree
right.
with us.
All
Yeah.
right. All right.
There's
All
a
right.
whole lot.
I hear you.
There's a whole lot that is encompassed in love and giving that we are going to be talking about. We really want to deal with it. We want us to be able to enjoy our relationship. That's what this platform is about.
Absolutely.
That's what God
Absolutely.
is enabling us to do. We want to talk to ourselves about how we can love rightly, how we can live. I tell you, you can live a life of heaven on earth if you have
Absolutely.
the right knowledge and you are willing to practice and practicalize what you
Right.
learn and what you hear. By God's grace, your relationships can be the most beautiful thing. In fact,
Absolutely.
for me, relationships are the best things God put on this earth. The fact that God created us not to be islands, that I can have a friend, that I can have a sister, I can have a brother, that I can have children, I can have a husband, I can have a mother, a father, whatever the title that this person is, a boss, I can have a boss. Funny enough, I'm one person who always end up being friends with my bosses. My bosses end up being my friends. So everywhere we go, in the market, you can have a friend. You can meet people in the train, the bus. Just spread love. Spread love. This life is so short. Life is so short. And the thing you would be remembered for is what you have done on this earth. What I have done on this earth is not about the millions you have in your account. It's not about the billions. Yeah, this is my sermon. The
Somebody
billions
saying
are good.
flower.
The billions are good because we need the money to buy the gifts.
Mama, see, someone is saying flowers. Okay.
Someone said flower care. Can you see? So we have plenty of people on this flower group. Please, as we are
Oh,
going to
my.
attend tomorrow, ask questions. I told them,
But
I said,
we love the flower, but let them come with other things.
exactly. Oh, as if you were there. I told them, I said, I love flowers, but I would not mind an envelope, of cash
Exactly.
in the flowers.
Wonderful.
Thank you so, so much for your time. I can't thank you
Thank you,
enough for
ma'am.
coming to this maiden edition of Conversations with the Love Crusader. Thank you so much,
Excellent.
Titi. You can connect with True Love Expressions on Facebook. She has a talk show that she does on Fridays. So, if you want Friday evenings, I'm not sure of the time. You can tell us the time, Titi, in case people
6
want to
p.m.
connect with you. 6 p.m. on Fridays.
8 p.m. Nigerian time.
8 p.m. Nigerian time.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So you can connect with True Love Expressions 8 p.m. Nigerian time on Fridays via Facebook. She's teaching lots of wisdom. She is a woman that is filled with wisdom, and it's a blessing to have you today. I so appreciate you. Thank you so much. And my darling brother, I used to always say to him, if it was possible to marry your siblings, this is the one I would have married of all my siblings.
Ah,
But that would
quite a
have been that
compliment.
Reverend Oko Joseph would have lost out. So thank God we couldn't marry our siblings. I love my love. I love my darling. You can see.
Mm,
He said, I love you. I love you can become mere words, if not actions. He said,
absolutely.
so you must back up your love with action.
Absolutely.
Action speaks
Absolutely.
louder than
Than
words.
words.
That's what the
Hmm.
Igbo man say. I would close with this very funny story. So we were told this gist of a young guy who was asking a lady out, and he started with all the toasting. You know what the toasting? Let me break it down for those who don't know. What are they using these days? Me, I'm old. We used to toast.
Uh, I think my generation used to chike, so I'm not
Oh,
sure what the
Like,
younger
it was
generation is using
spiking.
now. Maybe they have something else now.
So all the I love you more than my mother. You're the best thing that ever happened to me, and all that
Mhm.
and all that. And then when he finished, he said, "I'll see you on Saturday if it doesn't rain."
Hmm.
So as much as he has professed this love, praise, you can tell us what you guys are using now. You see, praise saying, "Who is toasting?" I know you guys are no longer toasting. What are you people using now? Praise, you can tell us.
Oh my.
So this guy who has professed so much love cannot come and see this girl he claimed to love under the rain.
Hmm.
So
even wait for
that puts a question. That puts a question mark on his love.
uh-huh.
Love is not love until it is actioned. I pray that every single one of us will live in love, we will grow in love, we will walk in love, and our lives will always be full of love. Thank you so much
Amen.
again for coming. God bless you. I
Thank
love
you.
you so much, Itilaya. I love you,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Emmanuel. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Next Sunday, viewers, we will be here again, same time. For those who do not know, it's 6 p.m. UK time. I don't want to use the UTC. Some people don't know what that means. So I'll just say it's 6 p.m. UK time. It's 7 p.m. Nigeria time. It is 8 p.m. in South Africa, and I think it's 1 p.m. in Canada. That
Yes,
should
which
also
is Eastern
be
Standard Time.
same, yes, with the United States. So wherever you are, please join in on Sunday. We'll come again with another beautiful edition. And just before I go, I need to thank my technical advisor. In case you do not know, it is powered by Preco Tech. I am the mother of a technical engineer. Thank you, Jesus. So for all your tech needs, you can go holler at your boy, Praise Oko Joseph, CEO, Preco Technologies. Yeah, thank you so much for working with me to bring this to life. This has been a vision that we've had for long, and I thank God that it's coming to pass now. The best thing you can do for us is to share these videos on every platform. Let everyone, your friends, your brothers, your sisters learn, because the day we stop learning is the day we die. Remember, there is no love if there's no action. I love you all. See you again next Sunday. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Love you. Bye. All right. Good one. Good one, everyone. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for connecting from South Africa, from Nigeria. Thank you. Thank you so much. I see you all, my people. Thank you. We'll do this again next Sunday. That was Dr. Emmanuel and pharmacist Titilayo of True Love Expression. I told you that there are so many hidden people who have the knowledge of God that you have not seen and you have not met, and you will be meeting them on Conversations with the Love Crusader. Next Sunday, it will be another great edition by God's grace, and I hope God keeps you in his love, in his mercy, and in his peace, and in his love until I see you again. God bless you.